Just to say, there's more for your ears at least. The podcast, there's a link to it. Where, lads? Down below in the description. Enough of me chatting. Enjoy the video. It's so hard to do a press conference, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember chatting to Simon Grayson, who was here in the studios once, and I was saying, how hard is it to do those interviews afterwards, especially when you've lost? Like, what are you supposed to say that's going to work?
Yeah.
And he's saying that you say as little as possible. You can't, like, it's so hard because they'll be able to spin anything.
Do they get,
and Mourinho,
they get training?
I think they do. Yeah, I think to a point you probably do. When you do coaching badges, you definitely do.
Really?
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
But I was thinking it might be fun, right? If I give you a scenario,
right?
You're the manager, we're the press,
right?
Okay,
straight in the
and you've got to navigate through this interview,
okay?
And at the end we get to give a headline,
right? Of
what we got taken from your words.
You're going to misquote.
That's happening to Mourinho a lot.
Yeah.
To be fair to him.
I mean, it happens to everyone, but him probably more so.
Okay, so right, so this is the situation, Craig. You are manager of Stoke City. Oh, okay, you've come down.
Yeah.
From the Premier League.
Yeah.
New manager this season.
Yeah.
And it's Christmas, and you're 12th, and you've just lost 5 on the bounce. Okay.
Shit.
With a 3-0 third FA Cup third round defeat to Port Vale. Alright.
Okay. Get sacked then.
I'm feeling a bit under pressure already.
Get sacked.
Yeah, well, that's me and Owen will question us. Like Craig, any questions? Any questions?
Any questions? Yeah, go on. Yeah. Well, you.
I don't know if you know my name.
Do you know their name? I don't know.
You should know the name.
Okay, James. Yeah, go on, James.
It's not very personal.
Go on, James. Mr.
What's your message for the fans at this tough time?
Straight away. It's
no, you stay.
Right, sorry, go again. Okay. Sorry. Can you repeat the question, please?
Sorry, it's just James from the Morning Herald.
Nice. Okay, I'm sure we're laughing.
After that tough to take result, what's your message to the fans? What can they expect as a response in the next game?
I'm going to ask the fans to stick with us. It's been an awful Christmas. I'm not going to shirk from that responsibility. Losing to your nearest rivals is horrible. I feel it. I'm with you guys, but you've got to stick with us. I've got faith that this team can get us out of this and push for promotion, and they've got to stick with us.
What are you basing that faith on? where you've lost. You're 12th. You've got one of the highest budgets in the league, and you're coming down. You've got one of the highest budgets in the league. You just lost to your local rivals in Port Vale, who are, is it 2 divisions? I don't even know. No one cares. They're irrelevant. Okay, you lost 3-0 to them. You haven't scored in 6. What makes you think you can turn it around?
What paper are you from? Sorry. Which one? The company name.
Daily Governor.
Daily Governor. Right. Okay. I appreciate the budget we've got in this division exceeds all teams. I appreciate that. I've seen and I know what these players can do, and I know that you've got to roll this one. We're going to click. We will click, and you've just got to keep and stick with us. I've seen it in training. I've seen glimpses of it in games, and it will come good.
Would you say you're embarrassed by today's performance?
Absolutely. It's an embarrassment. I've embarrassed myself and the club, and I'm going to strive to keep that and put that right.
You got any more? I'd go forever. What makes you the right man for the job based on the results and the budget that you've had this season?
Because we got Burton into the playoffs once. Alright.
Thanks. Right, you got your headline?
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible. I tell you what, that was mock one.
So the headline, right?
Yeah.
Daily Governor. Okay.
Yeah. Beresford
embarrassed by latest defeat to local rivals.
Yeah. That's very reflective. Yeah.
Deluded Beresford.
I got Beresford hates Christmas living in the past.
It's horrible. I mean, even in that kind of joke thing, instantly you kind of feel the pressure of you can't win with that. Can you? You've got to roll out lies. You've got to lie.
Let's do it to Owen. Right, Owen, Chelsea manager. Okay, you came in.
Yeah.
After Roman Abramovich waited for a whole season, didn't spend any money because he was waiting for your arrival as you walked down the clock on your contract at Lazio. You're now at Chelsea, and you've lost your first 6 games, and you've been caught drunk
with an unknown female and you're unmarried.
Yeah, with unknown
It's incredibly difficult.
Married.
Shouldn't have done it.
And this is the let's go before and then you've and then after the and you've just lost to 3-0 to Arsenal. How difficult is that for me to say? And you just lost 3-0 to Arsenal.
We've had a difficult start to the season. The
I'm
players.
going to ask you a question. Yeah, steady on.
Yeah.
James from the Lazio.
I thought that was your question.
Yeah. What are you going to do tonight? You going out?
Well, I'm going to review today's game. Not the best results for us. Not a great performance from the guys, but we're still bedding in. There's a lot of new faces, and
so many innuendos from my head like bedding in, new faces.
lot of new faces, and it's going to take time for us to gel as a team. Disappointed with today's result. So back to the training ground for me.
Back to the training ground.
Training ground.
Right.
So I've got Craig Rose from the Daily Stomper. I don't know what the
Stomper.
The Daily Stomper.
Hi, Craig.
Have the revelations of your private life and the fact you're going through a very high profile divorce, has that affected your mentality that you're now, you've got a new partner, obviously? Has that seeped into the way you manage and coach the team, because it looks sloppy out there?
Absolutely not. My personal life is totally separate from.
Results did dive post that. I mean, I don't. Excuse me for saying, but post the love affair, the posts have gone downhill. The results have gone downhill.
No, it's had absolutely no bearing on my professional career and my performance as a manager. You went with 2 target men up front today. Do you prefer a big pair up front? Yeah, sometimes you got to lump it up there, and I'm playing into your hands. Sometimes you got to lump it up there. The one big man knocks it down to the other. Yeah. Hasn't quite worked for us. I prefer big man, little man. Went for something different today.
Headlines. You got one?
Give me 2 minutes. You got
one. Owen set to drown his sorrows. Drunk. Set to drown his sorrows at the training ground after being kicked out by his missus. We presume. Allegedly. Then you have in small rain. Allegedly.
That's after
Leicester.
Yeah. And it was something like James Irwin's poor performance in bed reflected on the pitch.
Didn't say that though.
I know you didn't. That's the point.
There's no way out, is there?
Bloody media.
The point is, it's tricky, isn't it?
It is horrible.
I don't think there's
we had
any
a
way.
with that, didn't we? We had a laugh then, but it is very tricky.
It is.
You feel it, don't you? Though.
Yeah.
Even in
but
if
you lose a game and go, and you've lost a few, then I don't know what you're supposed to do. Are you just like? Cause so you went the route. You took the blame, right?
Yeah.
You went.
That's what Raoul's been doing.
See, and it makes you understand what Mourinho would do is going, well, I don't want to take the blame, and I don't want to put the blame on the players, so let's make it something else.
Yeah.
And so totally change the subject.
And you start to make stuff up. You promise stuff that you can't deliver. I said we will get better. No evidence.
Mourinho doesn't have the excuse of I'm new to the job, or we've got a lot of new faces, or he's had an affair. He might have.
He might have done.
I don't know.
Enjoyed that. You may bring that back again.
I did like that.
So, it's not easy, is it?
I did like that.
Maybe next week or next time we'll do you and Dom.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Or we could just do whoever's having a nightmare in press conferences. You've
pretend
got to be Mourinho.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
If you like that, I'll put that bit on the YouTube channel, James Lawrence Allcott channel. Subscribe if you want more of that, and click like if you want more press conferences, more fake press conferences.
I loved that we went down that kind of tangent with the love affair thing.